Well, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Get myself a refreshment. Up and running. Position some stuff. Get myself ready. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Boy, Not Too Dead. Go check him out. Sub him up. Co-founder of the Shacklemen Cuff Club. That right there. Oh. Rock out. What's up? Hey, I saw you were asking a question right before I went on. The hinged, which pair to get between what was it, Peerless and Chicago? You might as well get Chicago. They're cheaper, um, easier to get, less off the less out of the wallet kind of thing. So they're a pretty solid pair of cuffs. So definitely think those are worth having, especially for practicing and training, that kind of thing. All right, well, here's to y'all. Saturday night. Thanks for stopping by. The Lock Guy, how you doing? Well, it depends. If you want the quality, definitely grab the Smith & Wesson. I don't have the Smith & Wesson, but they're definitely. I mean, overall, they're better quality. So if you want harder, go Smith & Wesson. Yeah, that is a hard thing. I would probably get the Smith & Wesson. That's probably where I'd go. Oh shit! I'm gonna throw locks. Juggle locks, but it seems like that's what's up, Matt? Matt's Lock Shop, the Lock Guy. We got a lot of the power players in here today. I appreciate you guys stopping by. As I have fallen into the habit of, do a little bit of lock picking to start, and then we will devolve into escaping handcuffs. Oh yeah, if you don't have any Smith & Wessons yet, then definitely grab them, because you've got Peerless, right? And you've got some, well, you definitely have some Chicago. So no, you got the orange ones. I think you had one other pair of Chicago 1000s, didn't you? Sorry, I got smoke blowing on my face. It's making this a little bit hard. Got a little commando laminated padlock. It's a tight little keyway for me, at least. That doesn't mean it's all that hard for a lot of other pickers. Ow, I have a cat clawing my leg. Oh, well, that wasn't it. Hold on. What's up, buddy? Hi, honeys. You guys want to see my cat? Hold on. Come here, but oh, now he's leaving. As soon as I threatened to put him on camera, he's gone. Let me adjust that back up. Let me reset this stupid thing. Try to get back in there. Oh. Peerless, Chicago's, and oh, then definitely get Smith & Wesson, man. You definitely, you have a little. All right, here we go. There's my guy, right there. Camera shy. Sorry. Yeah, definitely. If you don't have Smith & Wessons yet, go ahead and grab them. The hinged versus the chain's going to be, it's a little more restrictive, but you're ready for that anyway. You got plenty of chain crap, and it's time to. My cat's back, which is very weird. Most of my cats don't bother me during my lives. What thickness Jimmy am I using? I think it's a 19 thousandths from the intermediate set, which I'm a big fan of. I think this is the short round, or maybe it's the low round. I don't remember anymore. Oh, good. We got the lock open, and I have to pet the cat. Oh yeah, hit the like button. Appreciate that, y'all. It always helps. Thank you for reminding me more than even them. Rock out. Yeah, I gotta do some cat petting. All right, I'll stay with some easy little laminate locks on the pick here. Nice little 60mm Brinks. Big chunky lock. Where's my other turners? Hold on, sorry. Something that fits a little bit better. We'll get back into this. And yeah, this is a Jimmy Long's intermediate set, 19,000s. I believe it's the short round. Ow. Ow, I'm getting clawed. My cat is incredibly insistent, sorry. Ow, buddy, what's up? Do you want to come get on camera? He just needs love when he needs love. Cats will not be denied. Oh, come on. I'm not hitting the spool. That's what I'm not doing. Oh, there we go. More cat love. What's up, buddy? He just comes up and claws my leg. And I can either pet him or suffer. But he's a good cat, so I like to pet him when I can, when he wants it. What's up, buddy? Thanks for choosing now. Oh, no, we have another cat coming. It's gonna be all cats all night. All right. You know what? This lock has been frustrating me lately. And I'm going to go ahead and mess around with raking it. Dead core, dead shackle. And there we go. Got that popped. Bar bat. Yeah, okay. What's up with you and your long ass name? Sly Cat, hello. How you doing? Michael Crabtree, hello. I think I said hi to RS101. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Anybody popping by? Alright, let's pick well, no. I'll try to pick this 570. Another dead shackle, dead core. I really do enjoy these locks. It's almost as wrong as lockout. Yeah, rock out with your lockout does have a long name. But it flows. Like by the time you get to the end of it, it doesn't feel like it was a long journey. It feels like it was, just felt natural. Rock out with your lockout. You have a little smile on your face. You're like, yeah. Which was funny because I don't know if you guys know W3OY Ray. He's a lockpicker, and he's got a pretty good knife channel too. His show on Wednesdays was Rock Out with Your Lockout. And then when Rock Out showed up, we were like, oh, damn. Like, we got to make a distinction between the person and the show. But Rock Out's a pretty kick-ass guy. So if you're in here watching it, go check him out. Sub him up. Oh, cat. Ow. Freak. Oh, I can swear. It's been long enough. Jimmy Longs for the win. Oh, Camera One, Rich. Yeah, Jimmy Longs are great picks, man. I really enjoy them. Go check them out. If you go there and buy any Jimmys, tell them Stu sent you. I don't get anything. I just like the guy. I really dig their. Oh, let's zoom out. I really dig his roll-up case. A nice little zipper pack for some turners. Actually, this is probably where some turners I've been missing are. I think 12 slots for the jimmies. Rolls up nice and tight. I actually need to get another jimmy roll for my jimmies. And then I'll have an excuse to buy more jimmies. Yeah, it's really quality. Definitely. Plus quality guy, quality picks, good price. Really can't go wrong. All right, I'll try after an 8 of 70. 240. Should be kind of a comfort pick. When you don't pick it for a while, who knows what happens to your skills. You gotta practice, you gotta stay sharp. Always gotta try to get better. Kind of the #1 message in my channel. Keep practicing, and you might get there. Lock. Lock, lock, lock. We're gonna go with the cock lock. The cockalaka. Switch up to 40 thousandths turner. And this is actually this medium flat from Jimmy. Has really been my go-to pick pretty much. Try to be on camera dip stuck. No, I wouldn't. Huh. Ah, there we go. Another little open. He does seem classy for sure. Just rake it. Usually that's Ezekiel. I like your thinking, man. That's kind of my usual go-to. I'm trying to get better as a single pin picker. Some name I can't pronounce said hi. Cameron, what's up? Banana hammer. All right. Kind of like a banana hammock. It's more of a power tool. One of my favorite locks. The Elzit Tudius. One of these pinched bodies, I think. Pinched, well, not pinched core. I said that earlier. Less of a pinched core, more of a pinched body, but I think they look cool. And damn it, sometimes I just gotta buy a lock because it looks cool. Although I didn't buy this. This was a gift from DP Locksport over in Croatia. Wonderful man, great picker, fun channel. Oop, dropping pins. Huh. Oh, there we go. I didn't have that first pin set quite enough. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes these things occur. Alright. Try the 5200. I like this. It's got that C, which I added this do with Sharpie a few times, but it keeps wearing off. I gotta get it engraved on there. Screwing that. Should be open by now, y'all. I do have a snake, right? Oh, Dean. Was that Dean? Dean. Dean's down to one snake rake. Dean goes hard on a lock. He breaks some rakes. Huh. Something. Jiminy crickets. Alright, this one's kicking my ass. Let me try this one. 1100. What the hell? I don't know. Someone's gonna kick my ass. You know what? I'm wondering. Hold on. Yeah, that's which one I thought it was. But it's that one. Alright. Sorry, I got two greens. Well, there you go, Dean. That's definitely a project for you. Oh, I feel like that's not happening. Alright, well, we're gonna portion of the show where we just devolve into cuffs. So let me move some locks out of the way. And we will start playing with handcuffs. People with 700C, this is what I recommend you start with. Shacklemen Cuff Club. You can get them from Southern Specialties, lockpicktools.com. Or you can go to Handcuff Warehouse and start your collection there. Just do a quick little hit, bang, and ooh, bang. A bang and a bang. And let's put them back on. And kinky. Yeah, that's about as kinky as I get. I mean, if you're handcuffed by yourself, is it really that kinky? Or is it sad if it's supposed to be kinky? Alright, double locked using the custom double lock key extender tool from Rock Out the Lockout. Thank you very much, my brother. Dremel, yeah, you gotta have a Dremel if you just want to start making tools. So I'm gonna use a very flat but modified end. I'm gonna get into that keyway. Oop. Pop the double, pop the single, and I'm free. Pop, ooh, I don't think I popped it. Maybe I did. No, I did. Haha, I did. I already popped it. There we go. Those are Peerless. Let's play with a pair of Chicago's. Rock out with your lockout. Just got a pair of the orange Chicago's. So they're a fun cuff. Want to get some powder coated cuffs like this? Go over to Handcuff Warehouse. I'm not affiliated. I would like to be. Tell them I sent you. Tell them. Oh wait, what? Is Cloud here? Did I miss Cloud? Well, if I did, whatever. Shout out to Cloud the Great 99. Coast Chillin'. And Mark Carter. A couple guys that show up and do a lot of support on the channel. So there is a pair of Chicago 1000s. We were talking about hinge cuffs. Let's take a look at hinge cuffs real fast. Bam to bam. They're a little more restrictive on the wrist. They're a lot harder if you have to come up over the top into a holes up situation, definitely. But overall, they don't really do anything different with the keyway than they do with the ones that are not hinged. So it's definitely good practice with these. I have these available. You can also get those in that Peerless middle of the body keyway. Back in there with that. These are the ones that my local cops use right here. Well, they don't have the black ones. They have the stainless steel version, but it's the same cuff. Which I do like to tell them about. I'm like, yeah, I can get out of those. That's just a little bit more effort. The ASP ones are easy to pick. Yeah. ASP ones aren't just easy to pick. They're really easy to just get out of. So these are some ASP Sentries. Bam. Oh yeah. That's a zigzag wrapper. I'm going to take the top of this zigzag wrapper. Oop, that might be a little thick. I'm going to fold it. Into an L to get into. Oh, that's a little too wide. Hold on. Reduce the length of the bottom of the L. There we go. A little closer. All right. So I'm going to take that. Let me get that in there. Now I made it all wrong. Jesus Christ. I'm fucking it up, y'all. Let me try going that side so you can see better anyway. Alright, there you go. Down in there. Push down a little bit more. Slides in and shims you out of the cuffs. Put your little L in there. Oh, there we go. And we're out of the cuff. You can use a rubber band to try pulling the yeah, I don't know what you said, but sure, Dan. Sounds good. Bobby pin. Bobby pin's my favorite. This is an oversized bobby pin right here. Actually, a little bit adjusted and straightened out. And it is one of my favorite tools. I use it to do the most of getting out of the most different kinds of cuts and situations. So let's pop the Peerless 700s on. Double lock these babies with a click and a click. Show you that they're double locked. And then I'm going to use that end to pop the double lock, and then that end to pick it. So I'm going to get in there where I need to. Double lock is popped. Cuff is picked. Once again, a little double bend I have in there is perfect for popping the double lock. That straight end is perfect for popping the single. There we go. A little sweet action. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me light one up for you needed that the other day. Yeah, there's been many times in my life I could have used. I mean, I shouldn't have used it. Good that I did not know it. Actually, knocking down some stickers. Let me get this out of here. Oh, punky. Where's the pick? Alright. So, I am training to break a Guinness World Record. Getting out of 3 pairs of cuffs underwater. We'll be doing that. It's about a month and a half away. So, let me do a 3 cuff escape for practice. Well, I've pretty much got all my dry practice out of the way. You don't want to be in this man's basement. Oh, no. I don't even have a basement, man. So you ain't got to worry. See? I'm teaching you how to get out of cuffs. I wouldn't teach you how to do that if I was going to put you in cuffs, would I? Alright, I need a little standy stand to grab the pick out of. Alright, so there's going to be a loud noise. To bang, I start, then I go for my pick. So bang, get my pick. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair. And then we are fully out of 3 pairs of cuffs. How do you get out of finger cuffs? Well, this particular pair, which I think is the better pair available, you can get the Yule ones, but they go to shit. I can actually just pull them open after playing with them a lot. But you got this. The one thing about finger cuffs is your universal handcuff keys might not work because that blade might be a little too long. You might have to shave it down. But this one actually gets in there and does it. So these, the top hole is for dealing with double lock. And that bottom hole is just like a cuff key. It's for opening these up. Can be a little bit different just in terms of where you hit it in the keyway to open the pawls, but there you go. These can be quite annoying, so let's go ahead and make them annoying. Alright, got your holes up. Can't really use my thumbs, so what I have to do is try to figure out how to use my fingers without my thumbs. And there you go. Nice little assist. Set up with the one side. And then do the movement I need to do the other fingers. But the fun thing about these is you can pop them on any fingers, and they are definitely a different beast. So if I got them on the pinkies with the holes there, I can see better what I'm doing, and I can use my thumbs, but I still have restricted. I can't get close. Oh shit. So let's see here. Keep slipping. And the nice thing about these is they're got like serrated teeth inside the cuff, so they hurt the more you jank around. I guess they're pretty easy to open when they're in hand. Shit. Ow! These are kicking my ass. You can tell I haven't done this in a while. Oh, come on. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna get out of it with my mouth. Ooh, ow. Let's go back to the other side. You can see already how much they're tearing up my pinkies, man. That's my pinkies. My delicate little pinkies. That's where you put your pinky out when you're having a drink, you know what I mean? So, ow. Come help me. Can't open that. I just opened it. Haha, so you're wrong. Stop while you're ahead. That is not dishonorable. You don't know nothing about escapes. Get it open, baby. Get it open. I used my mouth. What's your mouth do? What that mouth do? Sorry, I like that phrase. Because I'm good with my mouth. That's what she said. Let's go for open is open, off is off. You have Safari Land cuffs. I do not have a pair of those. I would like to get a pair. There's not too many pairs of cuffs out there, like generally known, that I would put into the hard to pick category. The Australian ones, if that's those, whatever ones those are. Anything that, you know, you get into high security stuff starts getting hard to pick. But man, 75, 80, 90% of your cuffs are pretty, not too hard, not too easy, especially the more you practice. You just get used to opening these things. And where's my Smith & Wessons? So you got some Smith & Wessons. Can you get out of Smith & Wessons? They definitely have tighter tolerances. It's a better made cuff, I think. But that doesn't mean... Ooh. Actually, yeah. I do prefer a different pick with these. So my normal pick is more like that. Instead of a straighty pointy pokey, these are the cuffs that just a nice little hook. Gets in there nice and hits that paw. I only have two pairs of Smith & Wessons. I don't have any hinged, any other high security stuff, but I am starting to work on that side of the collection. Well, Thel Bem. Well, that's awesome. Edge of your seat. I appreciate that. I can definitely get stuck, y'all. It's happened. I can get frustrated. Just start hitting things wrong. Oh, there's a nice smooth little pick. Smith & Wessons. Notice I like to, let me get that out of there before I do it. I like to hold my pick like that. It gives me more control reaching down as opposed to trying to hard maneuver over the top, arcing that. So it just gives me better control in this particular situation. Oh, there we go. And the more you do this, the more it's about finding the spot, hitting the spot. I'm pretty heavy-handed, so learning and practicing, I bend a lot of stuff trying to figure this out, but take your time and feel it. Definitely starts paying off. That's what she said. Yes, she says that a lot. She's just waiting around to say shit, apparently, based on her track record. She's got a lot of zingers. All right, separate some of my stuff. Put things together that need to be together. Hinge. All right, got some 750Cs, Peerless. Similar to the chromy ones. They're just powder coated. Well, let's see. Let's check. You only find that out by learning and trying and doing. So we're going to double lock this pair. We're going to grab our pick and we're going to see if we can get out of the double lock. Do I have any Russian or Chinese cuffs? I have Chinese cuffs or Chinese knocking offs. Dean, you're getting passed off. Before posting in the chat. Pocket Woman, I really don't care if people post in other languages. It's not a worry for me. I'll get out the Chinese, yeah. Let me give it a second. Well, there's the double lock. Here's the single. Here's the double. Here's the single. Yeah, the one pair of Chinese I have are the Chinese replica Kitchener Super Styles. Pretty cool because the keyway is down there in the base. Let me find my key. So you got this key with this nice little indent. The swivel's got to be, in the right position to even get the key in there or the pick. Double lock it by turning it to the left. And if you take a bobby pin, back to the bobby pin, approximate that triangle. Might be able to pick off the double lock, which I did not do. It's weird. You can also put it back on pretty easy, so. Maybe that triangle is off. Hold on. See? Might be stuck. I might be stuck. What's up, Mark? Mark Carter, what's up, brother? I have somewhere a feeling that triangle was not. That was a rejected one. So let me see. I have another one. That ain't gonna work. Alright, well, I gotta make this work. I gotta get out of these effing cuffs. Get a little more handle on that. That right. Wow, I'm gonna be stuck in these all fucking night now. Ooh. Alright, maybe I gotta hold on. Alright. Ooh, shiza. I gotta adjust my little piece on the bottom. Give this a shot. Oh, minnow traps. Nice, man. Very nice. All right. Close that up a little bit. Oof. I'm chained up, sorry. And then I'm going to try to flatten that out because I feel like it might be missing because it's not quite right. All right, let's give this a try. Can I get out? No. This is a fun night. Shimmy. Where is... Ooh, it's just not catching. Oh, I know I have another one here. Hold on. I think that one's too far. Way too far. Alright, let's try that. See if we can get out with that, right? No. Sucks. What's that? Well, this is how you... Oh, there we go. We got it done. We got the double lock off. All right. Now, if I keep going in the same direction, hopefully I can pop the single. And that takes a lot of trial and error and luck. So instead, I'm going to bypass by going in here. Oof. You can see there's that little wheel down in there, which is the teeth that grips this. There's the hinge. You gotta come to the front of it, get down below it, and push down the locking mechanism. So let's get in here on this one, and I only single locked this. But it's good bypass practice. Huh. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Damn it, come on. Right, down where I know, by now the guards have caught me. What the hell? It's more because I'm trying to do it in front of the goddamn camera. I got it a little bit. it. I keep hitting it, and I don't have any pressure on the bow, so it doesn't pull it open. Finally, it has happened to me. Right in front of your face, I got out of these cuffs. Well, that was a nice little side distraction. What's everyone else doing tonight? How you doing, brothers? Dollar store Houdini? No, I'm a bargain bin McNally. Get it right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can't insult me correctly, and I won't listen. Oh, those are fun cuffs, man. Yeah, that's a lot of fun right there. The pair of the fun ones are the Chubbs, IK70s. There's a 3-lever lock inside there. You gotta tension it with that. You can get in there and push those 3 levers down. There we go. Oh, shit. And then you slip off that little tension bar. You gotta start over. Alright, something working. Pick a normal use for this. There you go. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, yes, please hit the like, subscribe. We got some good ass people in the chat. If you saw Pocket Women, Mark Carter, Rock Out with Your Lockout, all good fucking people. Dean P. Go check them out. Sub them up. Yin Yet, another good one. Got some damn good lock pickers and lock sporters in the chat and things like that. So generally, man, I had a good time. I'm just gonna bounce out. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna finish my beer. I'm gonna finish my smoke, and I'm gonna kind of come up with some weird escapes for next week. So thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I will be here next Saturday night at midnight. I'll definitely be popping up a few times during this week. So check me out, and thank you very much for being here. Take care, y'all.